stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Miller. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. It's Thanksgiving week, 2016, and I'd like to have a talk with my progressive friends, because though you don't believe it at this moment, you do have a lot to be thankful for. Yes, I know your normal news sources are telling you that the world is about to come to an end, that everyone with your viewpoint is going to be rounded up and put in a camp or something, and that your voices and opinions will be silenced for at least the next 4 years. Well, you should feel good, because there's already good news for you coming out from the administration of President-elect Donald Trump. You should be thankful that President-elect Trump has selected Reince Priebus as his White House Chief of Staff. Yes, I know he's an evil Republican, but let's be real. Reince Priebus is a go-along-to-get-along Republican. That means that through him, Democrats are going to have a big voice in the coming White House, because more than many other people, the Chief of Staff has the President's ear. And this Chief of Staff is one of the ultimate Washington insiders, exactly what you as progressives want at the top of your government chain. You should also be thankful because the pride of holding a job and even owning a business may now be in the reach of more Americans than it has in at least the past 9 years. I know you love regulations, and I know you love globalism, but those things have caused jobs to leave this country, and now there's a chance that those jobs will come back, and people will actually be able to run businesses instead of worrying what the latest batch of regulations from the central government is going to be. You should be thankful because for the first time in your lives, you might have a choice as to where to send your children to school. And that could guarantee them an education that won't mind-bend them into state-run zombies, but will arm them with skills they'll need for the real world. And speaking of being armed, you can be thankful that your right to defend yourself with a legal firearm might just have been saved. Don't fool yourselves. Hillary Clinton's goal was to eventually disarm all private American citizens. Now, wherever you live, you might have more of a chance to survive. Now, I know some of you are concerned because you think the new President Trump will take the United States of America back to 1960 and undo all the good that has been done by the Civil Rights Movement. No, it is not going to be open season on black people where police departments are concerned with an unfeeling federal government looking the other way. Issues of institutionalized racism within law enforcement organizations will still be addressed. The difference now is that this could be handled in a different way than turning our local police departments into central government-controlled federales. Concerns of race can still be addressed, and local police departments can remain truly local and serve their communities. Now, I know concerns have been ginned up by the left regarding quote-unquote racism in this new administration. Well, let me assure you that President Trump is not going to deport everyone with brown skin. Only illegal aliens, and now it's looking like it's not even going to be all of those, who have committed further crimes within the borders of the United States of America. As law-abiding Americans, you can be thankful that this will improve your safety on the street and in your homes. The campaign had a lot to say about women's rights, and much concern was raised because Donald Trump made certain comments. Well, you should be thankful at this point, because we're going to have a president who says he understands that under Sharia, as defined by Mohammedans, women are subject to such things as female genital mutilation, forced marriage, and honor killings. By possibly addressing the problem of Islam in the United States of America, women's rights under a Trump administration could actually improve, and that improvement might even be guaranteed for future generations of women. And gays can be thankful. Because if a President Trump does what he says he's going to do, the flow of those whose quote-unquote religion requires that they execute gays into this country could be regulated, stopped, and possibly even reversed. And think of this. One of the great progressive tenets is that we should all be one under the umbrella of humanity, or whatever politically correct term progressives are calling Homo sapiens sapiens these days. We should be thankful, because now there's a chance that we won't all be put into subcultural groups that are told they have to hate and fear each other, to the point where our young people need self-imposed apartheid on college campuses and safe spaces. You remember those shadows Hillary Clinton kept talking about illegal aliens hanging out in? Well, if truth be told, those are the shadows that the American people have been hanging out in, because you guys on the progressive left have created an atmosphere much like that of Nazi Germany in the 1930s, where people are afraid to express their opinions because it might endanger their jobs, their personal relationships, or even compromise their personal safety. You don't believe me? Ask the two young boys who were thrown out of their own house by their quote-unquote mother because one of them voted for Donald Trump in a mock school election.
Since you voted for Donald Trump, you can get your and get out. The suitcase is packed by the door. Yeah, been packed it since this morning. Bye. Matter of fact, and get your sign so when the people see you outside, they know why you're standing out there. Here you go. Now, here, take your sign. Get up. Come on here. Come on. Everyone, come on here. Let's go. Come on. Take your sign. Bye. Let's go. You want to vote for him? I'm going to show you. Come on.
Okay.
Move.
Okay.
Let's go. Here's your suitcase. Bye.
Uncle David.
Get your suitcase.
No.
Edward, get your suitcase and get out. Bye.
No.
Go.
No.
We don't do Donald Trump here. Get your suitcase.
Okay.
Get out.
No.
Get out. Here you go.
No.
Bye. Bye, Donald Trump lover.
I got school tomorrow.
You got school tomorrow. You should have thought about that.
Okay.
Bye. This where you gonna be at from now on. Why did you vote for him at school? Why did you vote for him at school? Why did you vote for him at school? Because you see him on TV a lot. Boy, bye. Anyways, yep, you see him on TV. Well, I hope you find another TV to see him on, because this is going to be your new home. You can't come back here. Bye.
Mama.
No. He voted for Donald Trump. No. Bye. Bye. You can go be with the Donald Trump lover.
Or you might try asking the 11-year-old boy who was beaten up by classmates for exactly the same reason.
A student at Stafford Elementary is recovering tonight after being beaten by several of his classmates.
He says it was during a mock election when the class was asked who voted for Donald Trump. Fox 26's Scarlett Fakar spoke with that child and his family. She joins us now from the newsroom. Scarlett.
Jonathan and Melinda, it's a Fox 26 exclusive interview with the 11-year-old boy involved and his family. They tell us they're afraid to let him go back to school.
This is America. Everybody has the right to their own opinion, and they shouldn't be beat up for it.
But just a day after Donald Trump was elected president, That's exactly what happened to an 11-year-old boy at Stafford Elementary School.
These boys decided to ask the classroom who voted for Donald Trump, because a few weeks ago they made a mock election for the president. And then I said I voted for I did, and then they came over here and started and jerked me out of my seat, and then they started before I could get up, they started kicking me and punching me.
He tells us the classroom did have a teacher present, but it felt like he was on the ground forever.
Why did it take so long for it to be stopped?
Mary and Buddy Lemon say they received a call from the principal immediately after the incident.
We went and made statements to the police officers, and then I took him to the emergency rooms.
Lemon says her son has deep bruises throughout his body.
Are you afraid to go back to class?
Yes, ma'am.
After speaking with Stafford MSD, they tell us in a statement the students allegedly involved in the altercation have been suspended pending an investigation.
I know we've been very opinionated on this election, but one thing I've never said anything to the point where I would incite violence. My son doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
They say they hope their story encourages parents to speak to their children on how to be compassionate and accepting towards those that believe differently.
That's what America's about. That's what the election process is about. We had to respect the last election results, and I feel like everybody needs to respect this election's results.
For the full statement from Stafford MSD, you can go to fox26houston.com. We'll keep you updated on the pending investigation on the students who were involved. In the newsroom, Scarlett Fakar, Fox 26 News.
And while you're doing that, you might cast an eye to the riots that are going on, supposedly in protest of Donald Trump's election. If Donald Trump is who those have supported him all along have said he is, then you can be thankful, because the whole of the United States of America is about to become a free speech zone. In the words of Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, RELAX. And be thankful, because eventually, even as a progressive, your situation would have been way worse under a Clinton administration. And what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for family and friends. I'm thankful to High Plains Pundit Media and SHR Media for giving me this wider platform. I'm thankful to the special people who have been with me all along for the 38 months that I've been doing this program. I'm thankful for everyone who listens to The Unpleasant Blind Guy. And most of all, I'm thankful to be a citizen of the United States of America. That's it for this time. Thank you for listening. Happy Thanksgiving. And may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2016 Anno Domini.